Okay, yes, wait a minute. It is visible, I know that. Wait. Okay. Now is it visible? Screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now listen. The difference, let's discuss the difference. First one, please mute your mic. Already I am having network issues. Don't make this issue. Mute your mics. Okay. Listen. The first one is potential and actual resources. So how do we differentiate? So let's see the difference. Now the first one is a potential resource. The potential resource is not being used currently. What is that? Yeah, potential resources are not used currently, and actual resource is the one which we use currently. Clear? So that is the opposite, means that is the difference. Either they are used, means potential are used currently, and actual resource is the one which we use currently. Potential are not used currently. Okay. Now second one, potential resource can prove useful and become an actual resource in future. See, potential resource are the one which could be used in future also. Okay. Now actual resource might have been a potential resource in the past. Yeah, it might have been in past. They can be used, it could have been used in past. Okay, but it may end up in future. That means actual resources are, or they stay up for a long time. Understood? Actual resource stay up for a long time, from past till end up in the future. They easily don't get dried up, or they don't get destroyed easily. But potential resource can prove useful and become an actual resource in the future. Potential resource can become actual resource in future. Clear? Now let's see the examples of them. What are the examples of potential resource? Uranium deposits in Ladakh, that is example of potential, and actually is coal deposits, means the coal, that black color. The coal is actually why? Because if it destroys, means it takes thousands of years to what? To regain, to make it available. So these resources are very hard to get available in future, means it is very hard because it takes a long time. Actual resource, which is that coal deposits. Now the fourth point, the entire quantity of the potential resource may not be known. Yes, potential resource quantity, it cannot be known because it's only meant for a short time. Yes or no? So its quantity also is not properly known, but actual quantity of an actual resource is known. Why? Because it stays for a long time, so we also know the quantity of that actual resource. Yes or no? Suppose here coal is there, so how many kilos of coal is there, or soil resource is available with us? That can be known easily. That way quantity can be known. Clear? Okay. So that is the difference of potential and actual resource. The second is ubiquitous and localized resource. Very, very important. Please tick this one. Okay. Ubiquitous and localized resource. Very important one. Difference. See, first one is, what is the first point? Ubiquitous resource is one which is found all over the world. What is ubiquitous resource? It is found in all over the world. And localized resource is the opposite of that. It is not available everywhere. Clear? It is found in a particular region only. Only in a particular region only it is available, not in every region. Clear? That is first point. The second point, its presence is not governed by physical condition. Its presence means ubiquitous resource. Its presence. Like ubiquitous means, example it is given under. Can you see? Air. Air is the example of ubiquitous resource. Means it is found everywhere. Yes or no? That means its presence is not governed by physical condition. Air cannot be controlled by its physical condition. No, never. Yes or no? Because it's omnipresent also. Air. Yes, no? It is available everywhere also. Now, second point about localized resource is the presence of localized resource is governed by whom? By its physical condition, but not the ubiquitous resource is not followed by the physical condition, but the localized resource are controlled or governed by their physical conditions. That is the second point. And what is the example of localized resource?
Sir, your voice is not coming. Sir, your voice is coming
Voice is
slow.
not coming.
Yes, sir, coming
It is
slowly.
coming slow. Is it coming now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we were talking about the ubiquitous and localized resource, the difference. First one is a ubiquitous resource is one which is found all over the world, and localized is found only in some regions, not in everywhere. Clear? The second is ubiquitous resource, that is its presence is not governed by physical conditions. It means which presence? Ubiquitous resource. See example now. For understanding ubiquitous resource, example is given below. What is that? Air. Air is a ubiquitous resource only that we are getting. Means it is found everywhere. Yes or no? We cannot see air. Clear? And second one in localized resource is the presence of localized resource is governed by physical conditions. Localized resource is governed by what? Physical conditions. Clear? Now what is the example for localized resource? That is minerals. Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see question number 4. There is an activity. This you can write by yourself, but let me explain what you have to do. Okay? What you have to do I will explain. Listen. Read that. Okay, I will read. Listen. It is Rahiman pani rakhiye, bin pani sab soon, pani gaye na ubere, moti manus chun. See what this is a Sanskrit. See it is a like a shlok, means that kind of. Okay. So who has written this? Poet Rahim. He has written these lines. Now what is the meaning of this line? See, it is written in English. Can you see? That means Rahim says, keep water, as without water there is nothing, and without water, pearl or swan, duck cannot exist. Understood what I am saying? Means without water nobody can live, and without water even the swan which is, did you understand what is swan?
Yes, sir.
So that swan
Yes,
also
sir.
cannot exist without water. Clear? So that is the meaning of whatever it is written over here. I think it is Sanskrit, I think so. Clear? Okay. Now, these lines are written by poet whom? Abdur Rahim Khankhanam. That is the name of him. That is the name of the poet. Now, one of his 9 gems of Akbar's court. This is one of his 9 gems. One of his 9 gems that he has written. Okay. So, what kind of resource is the poet referring to? Now, can you see which kind of resource can you see, or which kind of resource the poet is talking about? Who can say? Which kind of resource the what?
Sir,
He is talking about which resource?
sir, natural resource.
No. Wrong answer. Anybody else?
Water resource? Sir,
Yes,
renewable
very good.
resource.
Very good. Who said water?
Sir, Kavya.
Okay. I think it is written over here. That's why. You read, no? It is written. The resource referred by the poet is the resource referred by the poet is the water. Okay. It is one of the most. Now this you can write by yourself. What you have to write down? Write in 100 words. What would happen if this resource disappeared? Now here one answer is written. That is okay. you can take help of this answer. You can read once and you can understand. But you have to write your own words. Don't copy it down. I will check your answers. Okay. You have to write by your own words. What you have to write down? You have to write down that what happens if water would disappear from this world. What would happen? That you have to mention and you have to write down. Clear? If you want to get an idea,
Yes,
that
sir.
idea you can get from this PDF. I will send this PDF so that you can get. Clear?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, what are you saying?
सर एमईए के एग्जाम में सिर्फ एमसीक्यूज ही पूछने वाले हैं.
Yes, in MA1 only MCQs will be there of 20 marks. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now say everyone, will you do this activity?
Yes,
It can be done?
Yes, sir. We will do this activity. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I
Yes,
will
sir.
check at the time when you submit the book, and this should be done. Nobody, and see this last activity, no one will copy as it is. You have to write by your own words.
Okay, sir.
I will check this answer. If I find that you have copied simply, then I will not check. Done. So everybody understood this chapter. So this chapter is entirely done. And
Yes, sir. Understood.
and the worksheet we are not going to discuss because we have to complete civics also. Just I will send the PDF of that worksheet for your cross check. I hope that you have completed the worksheet by yourself. Just you have to cross check. If you find any answers wrong, you can correct it by looking that PDF. Clear? And that PDF of worksheet, that I will send tomorrow, not today. Clear?
Okay,
Today I will send the textual, this PDF, okay? This textual question and answer PDF.
So what is the homework today?
And with this,
Sir.
you have to complete your fair notebook. And also do the activity that I had given.
Okay, sir.
Done?
Sir, will you send the YouTube video of today's session?
Yes, of course. Every day I am sending, no? But this video, today's video, you will get tomorrow only, not today. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, let me take the attendance. I'm going to take your attendance. Please be there. Okay. Nobody will leave the class. Okay. Janvi is there, then Kavya, Vanshi, Doshi. And Rushil. Okay, I have taken the screenshots. Okay, so the attendance is taken. Now I hope that everybody understood the homeworks, what you have to do. Complete the
Yes,
previous
sir.
chapter properly.
Yes, sir.
And start reading the civics chapter 1. Okay, done. So we have discussed the question answer also. Okay, now see you in the next lecture, everyone. Take care and bye.
Bye, bye, Tata, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
If you have any doubt, call me in the evening. Okay.
Bye, sir.
Bye.